Greeting, warriors.
Hey, editing Danny here. The audio of this episode is so bad because I was trying a new mic and it was too quiet. So I apologize ahead of time. Sometimes it just sounds like I'm trying to talk through like 4 million drums because I am. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's get back to it.
So nice of you to stop by and watch another one of my games. A quick disclaimer before we start. While the Warrior Cat series can be enjoyed by children and young teenagers, understand that this game is played by adults, which means sometimes we make jokes that are not safe for work. Viewer discretion is advised.
Last time on Warrior's New Moon.
Applethorn, tell me a story.
Oh, a story, huh? Who told you about the dream?
What dream did you have?
I think our ancestor lion, and he came down and he told me not to worry, and that I was gonna have all these powers one day. But what I'm thinking, Strawberry Paw, I'm just not gonna tell anyone. Duh, because then I will be able to be a warrior. So we've got to put that beautiful mind to good use somehow. And this strange look comes over Brambleheart's face. And Ashwin becomes very aware of the fact that it's really just the overlap of their bodies that's keeping Ashwin pinned to the top of this steep precipice.
I think it might be a good idea for us to head down.
Alright, we can head down. And Brambleheart steps back, letting Ashwind tumble to the bottom of the cliff.
You have to help them. You gotta take care of everybody, in my stead.
You're right. I know. It's just so hard.
It's only gonna get harder, but I know if anybody could do it, you could.
I love you.
I love you too.
The moon is high in the sky, and it is it's a crescent moon, just kind of like a nice sliver. She walks in very quietly, and it takes a moment for anyone to really notice her because of her, her demure and silent nature. But she enters the cave, and I'd say that probably Ashwind and Buttermoss see her first, because they're technically standing by the door in this map.
Why do I have 4 over me?
Hi, Ravencry.
She bows her head. Buttermoss.
How you doing? It's been so long. We missed. Well, I don't know. I don't know if everyone missed you, but I kind of missed you. Anyways, what's the news? What's the deal? What's up?
That is a strong word. Well, I have good news. I have successfully weakened my father's forces, at least to the degree that I am able to. I would think that it is.
What does that mean?
It is time to strike, is what I mean.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Not everyone in the circle, I think, is this excited to strike. For example, Applethorn's kind of a bitch. And a look of immediate pain and concern crosses his raggedy face. And he glances over to Crashing Water to try to gauge the spirit's reaction.
Crashing Water, more often than not, has a relatively neutral expression, and he seems to remain that way, though his ear flicks a little bit, a bit of a twitch in his whisker, and he meets your gaze. He lifts an eyebrow and offers you a smile of some kind to reassure you a little bit. And he says, "Is there something on your mind, Applethorn?"
Well, mostly thinking that I don't want to die, necessarily. You know, not that it isn't a good cause or anything. It's just this could be it more than anything before ever has.
He nods, and he looks over the cave. All the elders, kits, apprentices that sit here, and he says, "Yes, and our defenses are not so great. I am a dead spirit, which makes me not entirely all that helpful, but I do think that this is a cause worth fighting for sure. I don't know if I can take away the fear of war from you. I don't think anyone can take away that, but I think it'll be okay, Applethorn."
Applethorn surveys the cave, and sighs, kind of sadly, kind of amusedly, and nods his head, as if he can't really comment.
This is the time that we should talk to our loved ones. We don't know if we'll see them again. And he kind of, as he says this, he seems to acknowledge Duskclover and Grizzlebark as well.
Duskclover is just kind of gonna shake herself and look mildly uncomfortable.
Darkstar and Ashwin, you guys are standing next to each other. Ravencry approaches both of you, and she says, mostly acknowledging Darkstar, "Did you have a battle plan? I can provide something of a map to help you, but it is within our original home, our territory. It is not so alien to you."
I will see your map for now. Has there been anything notable?
She tilts her head a little bit in thought, and she says, "Fern Clan is certainly different. However, its layout remains the same. It is being refortified. There are cats there who are from other clans helping, not just Dark Forest cats."
How many allies are left, other than who we have?
From my guess, if we are lucky, maybe 6 cats. But I'm not entirely perfectly sure. I only have so many excuses to visit Father. You know how he is.
Her tail, like, swishes at that. Will our home be livable once this is over? Or will my people need to find a new home?
We have a home
admittedly-
here.
She kind of like glances around to acknowledge Ashwin's statement. She's like, admittedly, I am not sure of the state of the clan territories after this fight. This cave seems to suffice for now, but once the plague has been driven out, it should be easier to rebuild.
Very well. Show me the map at least, and let me finalize my plans.
I will show all of you the map. Now this
Ooh.
isn't
Wow.
this isn't the map. I will discuss as Ravencry here. So I'm gonna start drawing on the board, but imagine it's like her claws kind of etching into the dirt and stone. She's like, you know, she shows the leader rock, she's like, draws an X there, and she's like, it is very likely that we will find Bramble Star there. I may add that he does not call himself that anymore, but rather he calls himself Bramble Mane. So if you hear that term, that is what that is about.
That is gay as hell.
There are cats fortifying near the edges of the camps, as if trying to rebuild what was once there. I'm not sure if you noticed, but our surroundings are changing, becoming filthier.
What's the situation in the heavy trees here? Used to be that was the brush was thick enough that it was adequate protection, but has it weakened in a way that could be useful to us now?
No, I don't believe it has changed, though it could still be an unexpected point of entry if we are clever. Are any of you here good climbers?
Oh,
No.
I'm pretty sure I'm a good climber.
Looks at my 0 in climb.
No.
I can manage.
I can climb! Sorry, I just figured that out.
Yay!
What about-
I
Yay,
have
I'm fine.
I have a 1 in climb.
What about the edges behind the medicine cat? Or here where they're trying to... Or here by the thunder path?
I will say that since you are in Boulder Clan territory, near the medicine den may be a better option. She's gonna draw a line here. But the leader's den has the benefit of facing the opposite direction of the edge of Boulder Clan's territory, so it may be wise to strike there, though I don't know how bold you're all feeling, considering.
I agree. Trying to make the long stretch all the way over to the thunder path would be overly risky, considering our stealth capabilities, especially with this many people in tow. Perhaps a group of our better climbers could lead over the rocks.
We could do something similar to last time. I could cause a big distraction up front while you all sneak in from behind, and we could flank them.
Yes, the distraction.
Yeah.
Ravencry kind of silently eyes Ashwin. I mean, she knows what he's capable of.
The ones better at climbing will take the rocks here by Boulder Clan territory. Those not good at climbing, or those that are prepared for a frontal assault, shall come in through the medicine cat den here, while Ashwin's distraction causes a problem near the entrance. The plan is to take out Bramble Heart. Yes. Let me call forth my deputy. Deputy!
Be honest, Alex, could you remember which one your deputy was?
Yeah.
That's Clover. Go ahead. Go fuck
Fine,
yourself.
you gotta say. What is it, Darkstar?
Darkstar relays the plan that I just told you and asks what you think.
I'm gonna be so fucking real, it's been a long fucking day.
Okay, fair enough. So we're going to split into 3 groups. Ashwind and his distraction will do as he did before and make his way through the entrance and cause
Okay,
problems.
of course.
And then we're going to have a group of our best climbers clamber through the rocks here, as while a group of our ones that are either not quite as good as climbing or those more prepared for a frontal assault will come in here through the medicine cat den. We will try to head off Brambleheart as fast as possible here, where he will most likely be in the leader's den. I'm going to try to have the
What
the
about over
rock.
here?
Yes, I'm going to try to have the rock crew find a way to perhaps barricade us, or at least hold off enemies from there. Enemies
From-
from the south. Yes.
Okay. Would it be possible? How many people do we have?
Do you want to look back at the cave?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that the elders we probably want to leave out of this.
All hands on deck.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
So you may not have a choice. Like I said, you could talk to them. You could figure out what they're good at.
so we're like pretty certain that even the elders are battle ready, though, right? Like they're not like dusty bags of bones.
Well, they're not in their prime, but
Well,
they're
obviously,
capable
yes,
enough.
but okay. And then
Dusty
where do you
bags
want
of
to?
bones is crazy.
Yeah. Where do you want to put the apprentices? Can we go back to the battle plan?
Yes.
That'll depend on their individual skills.
Okay.
Kids tend to be dexterous, so I have hope that many of them will be able
Well, they're not kits, they're apprentices. I would feel pretty uncomfortable sending kits into battle. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Do you think that it would be possible to get, like, our first people would probably be, like, so we'll have our first groups coming in around here, and then...
We're not able to get a group down through here easily.
Well, you said that the rock people would be here.
Yes, the rock people will be coming in here, and they could go down.
And then you want them to possibly move down here.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that would probably be a really good idea if we can get them to circle around into this area, because I think that they'll be able to escape through the trees, which wouldn't be good.
The brush is very thick, making escaping hard for either party.
Right, but the brush is less thick than rocks are. And if that's the only escape route we leave them,
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna go.
Maybe I know it's very risky. I mean, a lot's probably gonna happen, but it's pretty risky. But I could try setting a fire at one of these exits.
That
I know
would be,
it's like
yes.
I know it's like middle of leaf green, and it is probably going to be pretty dry. But if I could like make a controlled fire, either like maybe like by those bushes or like around here, or like by the camp entrance, then that could block some people off. But once it starts, that's kind of it on what I
Yeah.
can do.
You want to
Does that
burn the
work? You
ferns of Fern Clan?
Yeah, that might destroy a lot of shit. But
I would
Yeah.
rather destroy our property than kill cats, if I'm being real. Like,
That is so
innocent
true.
cats.
Fire kills
Yes.
cats as well.
Yes, but we can avoid the fire. I would rather...
But it's
No.
the fire is the last stakes thing. Like if there is nothing else and we gotta burn it up, which I really do not want to do, FYI. Don't cancel me. But if it's gotta be that, it's gotta be that.
But what I was saying was, when we have our, like, okay, so say we have, like, 4 main groups, this is, like, the most penetrable area here, then can we get, like, a second wave of fresh warriors in the wings?
We only have so many people.
Well, I know that, yes, but that's...
And many of them are
we could
elders
probably...
and kids.
If my
Okay, so which is it? Are they battle ready or are they not?
They're battle ready, but we can't just use them as an endless army.
I know that. That's why they're waiting as a backup.
can I jump in? Kate, Duskclover, I want that to be the solution we go with, but I think we would need to get really specific with the numbers, because we're already looking at cutting a pretty itty-bitty group into 4 smaller groups
Yeah.
and setting them in at different areas. I think if we divide the groups up any more than that, at least my knee-jerk reaction is going to be that each group then becomes too small to be effective.
Oh, well, I thought we were doing like 2 or 3 per group.
I think that 2 or 3 cats, compared to the numbers that Darkstar's sister passed along, is approaching on a suicide mission. I would like, if we're going to be heading into a group of 6 cats and our warriors are the slightly older than we want and the slightly younger than we want, I want to have 5 or 6 of them just in case. Like, I know we can't treat them as expendable, but what we need is body mass. And unfortunately, that's the one thing we can't really rely on.
Applethorn is
Right.
correct.
Ravencry kind of perks up a little bit. She's also like, you also have to think about who you'd want to send down the rocks. It's not just climbing you have to think about, but also the fact that Brambleheart is there. He is not an easy foe. You have seen what eating souls does to people. To him, it is a delicacy.
So, what if we don't send the best climbers necessarily? Because the difference at this point, from what I'm hearing about our skill sets, is that the difference between our best climbers and our worst climbers is really not that big. So, what it might make more sense is to send people who are prepared specifically to deal with Bramblestar right off the bat.
Which
I'm
would
thinking
probably-
definitely be Darkstar first of all, and second of all Ashwind.
Ashwind is not physically capable of confronting Brambleheart, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that he should also have a backup.
My thought might have been that Buttermoss could chill it with me. That way, like, if there was fire, that can be an even bigger thing, and they might need to be like, oh, okay, there's fire, we need to go deal with that also.
Do you think perhaps if Ashwind, do you need your distraction to be with you, or can you control it from afar?
I could indeed control it from afar.
So it could be a case where maybe Ashwind, you come in with Darkstar, Buttermoss goes in with the distraction, and if I believe it'll start wreaking havoc, and depending on how things go, Buttermoss can cut off camp entrance, their exit.
I've been saving something special as a little gift to you all. And Ashman's gonna scurry on over and pull out, like,
Is it dead
he's
rats?
like struggling to pull out like this like big cloth full of like big lumpy cloth, and he's gonna put it
Yuck.
like he's gonna drag it over and he's going to say, it took me a while to get these guys, but I've been saving them for a special occasion, and I think this might be it. And he's going to take off the cloth, and there are 4 dead snakes that look pretty good for dead.
Okay.
Oh, yummy.
Fuck yes! This is. Can you do Gila Monster next?
Oh my god. And if you look at them closely, he's Ashwin's put like, some paints on it, and each of them match the color schemes of you all. There's an orange one, there's a black one, a white one, and then like a gray one. And he's going to revive them all, so that's going to be 8 chips.
That's
Wait, do we want them alive right now?
They are going to be, they are bonded to you, and they're gonna like just scurry over and just kind of sit next to you, and he's going to
Hey.
say, they are now yours to command. I have implanted
Right.
them on you.
Ashwood, Applethorn obviously loves this, but Ashwood, I need to know, when you say bonded, what is the mechanics of this bond?
The mechanics means that you will have their character sheet to control during the combat.
oh dear.
Okay, but Ashwood, what I need you to just promise me is that there's no situation in which the snake dies and then part of my soul
No,
go or anything dies. Can you look me in my eyes and promise me that right now?
so you all, the snakes will listen to your every command.
Ayo, wait.
No.
Hold on. Oh.
No, wait, Ashwood, just play it off. I think this is the cool joke of the campaign now.
No, Ashwin gave me a Horcrux. No.
Ashwind doesn't like. Oh. And I've got nothing. Jesus fucking Christ.
Great. Thanks for giving them all snakes. I just realized that I need to make a thing quickly for snakes now.
Yes.
Why, man, you
Yay,
just
thanks.
gave Danny more work.
Yeah, you're welcome, Danny. But I gave you all an extra turn in combat. Yay!
Yay!
This is the best game ever. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm naming my snake Marge.
Mark,
For margarine.
that's awesome.
It's gonna be Rock.
Oh yeah.
Rocky.
Mine's gonna be... Oh, Jesus, this is hard. It's a lot of pressure, you know?
Ralph.
I've never been a father before. His name is gonna be... His name is gonna be Danny.
No! Do any of you want to talk to the NPCs here to figure out what they're good at? You don't have to talk to, like, literally all of them, because some of them already know each other, so...
Applethorn's gonna step out into the middle of the floor and holler. Alright! Who here knows how to heal people?
When he says that, Ratfur, Moonflower, and Dapplepaw stand up.
Moon. Okay, we have 4 groups. Each of you guys need to go with one group. Okay? We can gather herbs before we leave. Everyone take a pouch. Watch your back. Don't get killed, and just please try to minimize the damage of whoever you get assigned to.
Alright. Sounds good. So we've got our healers. I'm just gonna plop them in the middle of the water so we know that they're the healers. Just
Okay.
gonna start bunching everyone together once we start doing that.
Would it be overkill to give the healers poisons so they can distribute poison attacks to people as buffs?
Be awesome.
The only thing is that I don't think any of them are nightshades, so they can actually severely hurt themselves because they don't know how to handle poison.
That's a good point. I wish we had I wish cats had opposable thumbs and could just hold like a stick with a rotten berry on it or whatever the fuck warrior cats do to poison each other.
Fuck yeah.
Imagine giving
Yeah.
someone like a highly toxic material and they're like, I don't know, because I'm looking at Dapplepaw and they're like maybe 14 or something, and you're just like, just hold this out really far, don't touch it, and we're gonna walk
That's right.
into a war holding it.
I'd touch that
Dudes
shit.
running around giving people the cheese touch.
I'm gonna go scout out our best climbers, or our strongest, like physically most intimidating people.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say Rockpaw, this guy right here. Fuck, why is it doing that? My mouse isn't working. Hold on, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Is it low on battery?
Do you think I know what low on oh, that's okay, because I'm still in,
Whoop.
that one.
Shot that guy.
No.
No.
Doink.
Yes!
Ravenpaw.
That's the one.
Or
This
Rainpaw.
guy, yeah.
My bad.
Rainpaw, Rockpaw, say Mean Fang, probably.
Filing them together.
Yeah.
And these are the climbers?
Oakpaw. Yeah, these are the climbers / I think, because that seems like a really big group to only be climbers.
I would say maybe take one of them out because Darkstar and Ashwind are also going to be climbers because they're coming down towards the town.
Okay, I won't be a climber then. I'll be one of the people coming in from the forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
I
maybe
think
put...
I'll take
Can I make a
Berry
suggestion?
Paw, Rock. Oh yeah.
Could Rockpaw should not... I don't think he should go face-to-face with Brambleheart because he was one of the first to fall under his thrall, and I'm worried that Brambleheart still has like a grip on him.
That could be true. I was also there and I pulled him out of that though. Like I was thinking that I could like unless who's his mentor? Because that could also, Buttermoss would probably be able to ground him better.
Maybe.
So, just one of you guys take him, and
Alright.
just don't be the person who goes over the rocks.
No
That way
problem.
we
Of course,
do the best
yeah.
of both worlds.
Okay.
Duskclover, do you want to be on the team that infiltrates from the medicine den? Because you can take Rockpaw since he's, like you said, you had his back at that time.
Well, I also want to take Berry Paw because that's like my apprentice.
Right. Putting very
So I'll leave that up to Buttermoss because that's her apprentice.
That's true. Where would you like Rockpaw, Buttermoss?
I think I would like Rockpaw with the other apprentices. I mean, I'm going to be coming in with a distraction thing.
Fair.
So
The
I think he's
distraction,
better
big
staying in
wink.
group. Yeah,
Okay,
wonk.
I'll put him on Team Dustclover.
Okay, and then Oakpaw, I'm just gonna assume Oakpaw is how his name sounds, of just the sturdiest motherfucker you could muster. And then I'll say Pineclaw
Alright.
is also probably good.
Okay. We've got Crooked Tail, Golden Paw, Tar Whiskers, and Shimmer Paw left over. Someone does have to stay behind and watch Strawberry Kit because I don't think she could go into war.
Crashing
not.
Water not?
He could watch her. I don't know if everyone trusts him like that. I mean, I'd assume you would at this point, but like some of
Yeah.
us have our problems with him.
If Crashing Water, I do trust to watch Strawberry Kit, but Crashing Water is also a centuries-old immortal spirit who might not be up to date on how childcare works.
Oh.
Applethorn will go over and quietly interview Crashing Water on his
Babysitting
CPR
ability.
certifications. Yeah.
Golden Paw should definitely go with my group.
Alright, he's coming with you.
Let's see. I want to see how Crooked Tail and Tar Whiskers are. They're both older. We'll take Shimmerpaw too.
Okay.
So you are ending up with 3 teams now.
Yeah.
I thought we
Do
were
it
doing
for
3
now.
teams.
No,
Yeah.
What are
we
we
did
doing
4.
for?
Oh,
What's the
what was
fourth
the 4th
team?
one?
Remember? Wait, can we go back to the map?
Yeah, let's look at the map. I'm honestly a little confused too. It's kind of this is hard.
Yeah, I thought
to
it was
plan out.
3
It's like
teams.
kickball.
I thought we had 1,
I thought
2,
it was the Rock
3,
team.
and 4.
No. No.
But we were just talking about that.
We literally said 4. Explain to me, because we have
because it was
Wave-
Rock team, Medicine Den team, and Entrance team.
Oh, I see. You're grouping these 2 together.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were going in at. I didn't notice that you guys wanted them to split up.
Yeah, I didn't.
That
know
sounds
that
like
either.
more people on the rock climbing team anyhow. So yeah, okay. Let me go back to Crashing Waters Cave. In that case, Tar Whiskers and Crooked Tail can be part of that secondary climbing team, and we can put either Rainpaw or Shimmerpaw can go with them.
Okay. Either or. Do we have a healer for this team? I don't trust Ashwind.
Yeah, we can split up because this like group of 3 here is gonna be our healer team. I would say for the rock infiltration, probably gonna give you Ratfur because he's one of the better healers here.
Yeah, that's
Moonflower
right.
is very like she's retired, so she's an expert in her field. The only problem is that she might be a little bit slower.
No, I think we'll take. Well, I think Ratfur would be better here.
All right, he's joined that team. I'll give Moonflower to Dustclover because again, she's experienced, and I'm gonna say that Dapplepaw. I think.
I was going to
Is
say
this not now
Dapplepaw.
2 teams?
No, I was going to say Dapplepaw goes with Buttermoss for the entrance team.
Yeah.
What does Buttermoss think?
Could we separate these more?
Let's see. Coming in with Dapplepaw and Ashwind, I think that is a good idea. Keep it small and with the big guy.
I'm gonna say Ratfur's gonna enter in with Crooked Tail and Tar Whiskers, so that team's like a little bit more even.
And these 4 over here?
No.
No, you're putting them into Buttermoss's team.
Okay.
You're gonna go in with the rock infiltration Ashwind because you can send
Okay.
the boy out without being on him.
Autonomous.
And then I can go with Buttermoss and Dapplepaw to distract.
Sounds rad.
Yeah.
All right, we've got our 4 teams. This is intricate.
Grizzlebark is asleep.
I was gonna get into that. So Applethorn, while everyone's kind of like the hustle and bustle of these teams being developed, I'm imagining that Darkstar and Dustclover are kind of walking around explaining the game plan to everyone, the strategy. And after you had interviewed Crashing Water on if he can give CPR, which the answer is like, I mean, you presume he can, but like he's kind of like that type of dad where he's just like, I mean, yeah, you just hit him on the back real hard, they'll cough it up. You're like, I'm a little worried about that, but whatever.
So there's like nothing I can do about this. I think this means I need to talk to Strawberry Kit before we leave also about some big self-preservation stuff.
But, yeah, Grizzlebark's gonna talk to you, Applethorn, and he's going to say, Applethorn, I want to wish you luck on this endeavor, but I think it would be best if I climbed the mountain again. I don't want you to think that I'm running away again or don't want to help, but I think this may be the best option. Remember when Ripplefoot hadn't climbed the mountain and I had not received my powers? I'm afraid in a way I'm doing the same thing to you, holding you back. And there's some business up there I need to finish. I don't know what's going to happen to me when I go up there, but he takes the gun out from his scarf and pushes it towards Applethorn. I wanted you to have this.
Applethorn gasps at the extended clink and clatter that the gun makes as it scrapes across the stone floor, because it's like nails on a chalkboard. But he ignores it. He looks up at Grizzlebark and says, Grizzlebark, are you sure? You and I are the only two cats who have ever come down from the mountain after a vision alive. You're willing to take your chances on a second time?
Yeah, I've always had a fear of heights, and I never could reach the top. He kind of like lowers his head. I know you've seen the graveyard past stone tellers, but I think maybe it's time for me to face the spirits of our ancestors and see what I can do. The veil's thinner now. Maybe I can help.
Applethorn bows his head for a second, and then shows Grizzlebark the first sign of affection they've exchanged in years. Licks the side of his cheek, and says, imploringly, if you see StarClan up there, give him hell for me.
He kind of smiles at this and bows his head, and he takes the scarf off of him and he wraps it around Applethorn, and you know the hearty ruffling smell of herbs and oak trees and perhaps even a little bit of the thunder path overtake you as he does this, and he says, Applethorn, I never wanted to replace you. I never wanted to be better than you. I was actually always afraid that you were better than me, but I find that when I went on my own and grew up a little bit, it's not a competition.
I never wanted to be better than you. I wanted to be just like you. You're my big brother. I can't... Even when you're gone, the first time, it's never not been the two of us. Applethorn and Grizzlebark, we're next to each other in the sentence. Every time. What happens? What do I do when that's not true anymore?
He smiles some, and you can see, like, some tears in his eyes. And he says, Applethorn, with the friends you have here, and the clan you've maintained, you'll always have someone next to your name. You'll never be alone. And we know how the stars work. I'll always walk among them.
You better not. If I start getting visions of you, I will. I will figure out how to use this weird hunk of metal you just gave me, which I still don't know the name of.
He gives you a hearty laugh and he's like, I promise I'll leave you alone, I promise.
Fine. All right, I'll allow it. This time.
And with that, he bows his head and walks away from his brother. I believe he would share a few respectful words with Darkstar, explaining to her the situation, explaining to Duskclover the situation. He would give Buttermoss a small half smile, something that he has a hard time mustering smiling. And he walks out of the cave, never to be seen again.
Hi, Grizzlebark.
Buttermoss, you lived with the humans for a time, or with the two legs for a time. What the fuck is this thing?
The gun.
What thing? Oh, that? Should I use my two-leg lore for this?
Yes, you can. Can you read to me what two-leg lore is again?
Two-leg lore uses 3 intelligence chips. Your cat observes 2 legs from afar, brimming with confidence as other looks to them for answers. When using two-leg lore, your cat may access their knowledge regarding one of the following. Two-leg behaviors, what their body language and noises mean. Tools, bing bing bing. What are the strange things they use and what for?
It seems like
And if
this
they are
could be
sleeping or awake and dangerous. And territories, how their nests are frequently structured and how to navigate their fences.
This could be a body language thing. I feel like knowing what it means when someone points a gun at you is a really important skill.
It means they're offering it to me to try out.
True. Alright. So as you picked up on, it's probably a tools thing. So Buttermoss, with your extensive knowledge of movies and TV, I mean, we've already confirmed you've seen Inception, and they shoot guns in that movie a lot. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
Buttermoss, again, with your extensive knowledge, you're like, yes, this is a gun, and now you know it's loud, and you know that when it's, because I'm not sure if Buttermoss could, like, understand the concept of, like, a bullet, because it's so fast, you know? But you just know that, like, when it's pointed at someone, and it makes the loud fucking sound, that person tends to react and jerk back as if they had been impacted. So that, at the very least, you understand. It is a weapon.
This is a very powerful and dangerous two-leg weapon. A magical artifact hosted by the Police and Detective Jonathan Wick. This ancient, powerful tool thrusts a blast of air towards their opponent and making them die. Or something like that. It is very dangerous, and you should not look into that little hole bit right there.
You say that as Ashwin's staring directly down the barrel.
That part. Yeah, that little hole that you're looking. Oh, wait, I've never seen one inside. What's it look like? Oh, it's dark.
Okay. Applethorn throws the scarf over the gun to prevent any more of this.
Hey, we were looking at that.
I think that you've seen enough. Applethorn is staring at it in horror. Because this is like the last thing his brother ever gave him. And it's like the cat equivalent of a nuclear bomb. What in the name of the Dark Forest was Grizzlebark doing with it?
I don't know if I know. Maybe he's gonna shoot the stars.
Okay. Well, if he is, he fucking forgot it when he left. Okay.
Does anyone want to make an intelligence plus ponder for me?
You can do that.
I can do that.
Intelligence.
Do we all do that?
If
We
you
can
want
do that,
to,
so
it's
good.
optional.
Intelligence plus ponder.
So, I'll say Applethorn You for sure recognize, you've seen the boy. He is an amalgam, but he is partially two-leg nonetheless. And he has a functioning hand, not a paw, that probably could use the two-leg tool, is what you're thinking here. He doesn't seem thrilled about it though, so I don't know if he's like, yippee yay, we should give it to the boy. But you know.
So the first thing that Applethorn does is sit up and wave at the boy and see what hand he waves back with.
Well, the boy's not in the cave with us, but I will say.
Yeah, remember he was banned.
I will say
Oh yeah, this was awfulness.
From your memory, because you got 2 6s, from your memory, he has one really tiny short hand and one gigantic big hand.
So we really have the one option. Well, let's just hope it's his dominant one, I suppose. And Applethorn's going to turn back to the crowd with a concerned look on his face and say, okay, so as much as I don't think our fearless leader is going to approve the use of, two-leg murder tools, I do think we have someone here who could use this to our advantage. If, of course, Darkstar will relax her prejudice for long enough to figure out how it works.
Darkstar, I want to add that once Applethorn starts placing this down, you start picking up what he's putting down at this rate.
He plans to use the 9.
Applethorn realized that the boy could use the gun, and right when I was going to tell you that first, but you left. But yes, you've also realized that the boy could use the gun.
But now we have to convince Darkstar,
who's also
has had some issues with technology in the past.
She has issues with technology and religion. If you think, she's been a traditionalist.
So which is it? Is she boomer or not?
She's a boomer that
atheist boomer.
Lost her house or something.
She's kind of like the amazing atheist.
Yeah, what?
Everyone's being so mean.
We love you.
I trust Darkstar.
Darkstar, glares at Applethorn like she hates him a little bit. Which
She does.
She does, probably. And she,
Well established.
swishes her tail, and she's, very clearly thinking about it for, just long enough that everyone's like, before finally she's like, if it kills my father, he can use it.
Excellent.
Hey, gun time.
Because she's pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because she's pretty sure she's already doomed herself to super hell or whatever the hell the cats believe in.
Like the dark forest, but even worse because there's no trees.
The darker forest.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
she's pretty sure she's already doomed at this point. So, or if there are gods, they've abandoned them. Something. So at this point, why the hell not?
Classic Darkstar monologue. Just condensed into 20 seconds. I loved that.
Who wants Ravencry to go with them?
I don't trust that bitch.
We can take Ravencry with us. We don't really have a lot of folks on our side, and if anyone's distracting, she probably is.
Good idea.
Alright.
She can do that thing that almost killed me to other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's a fond memory.
She says, eye twitching a little bit.
Applethorn, and Buttermoss Ravencry, perhaps the new autistic team of the century.
Hey, wait.
Can we be renamed Autism Clan?
Warriors, new moon.
Oh yeah, shout out to what was their name?
Oh shit, what was their name? God damn it. And their mom.
Wait, hold on. I'm pulling up the YouTube.
We need-
Hold on.
Dude,
Dude, where
shout
are
out
you?
to sing the special song so their mom will let us.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, shout out to Pebble Star's fuck ass mom. Why are you doing that? Ruining our viewership.
Fuck Pebble Star's mom.
Pebble Star's mom, if you're reading this, we actually respect your choice to keep your kid, not super online, but listen, we're really cool, I promise. Hey, Pebble
This is
Star's
when I'm done
mom,
with her.
if you fine as fuck, then hit our line.
Yeah, I know. Join the
Watch
Discord
us, but I'll
DM
watch
me.
you any day, baby.
Hey, yo.
Warriors, new moon.
I'm taking you guys to the map.
Oh, it's got the haze of war around it.
Mmm. Soup.
Wow.
I'm afraid of this.
Oh no.
Oh god. I saw the bitches in the trees and I was like, holy shit, but no, that's us.
Yeah, that's you motherfuckers. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
All of you guys, because this is an ambush, I want everyone to do a strength plus chase, but merely because I just want to figure out which ambush team goes first.
Hey, can I actually do strength plus SWAT because I'm cool?
No.
And it would get me the most points? Oh, okay. Gets really close to the mic? No.
You'll know which one's Ashwin's and which one's the boys.
Yeah, I will know. Because Ashwin's will be like 1 dice. There it is.
4.
Okay, that was
Hey,
a really good roll.
Colin kind of rolled better than his horrible dog thing.
Team 1, I'm going to say, is the mountain team that Darkstar is a part of. So, Darkstar, Team 1's going underneath you. Team
Eagle
2
1.
is the team that Ashwin is a part of, so I'm going to put Team 2 underneath him. Team 3 will be Dusk Clover. I'm putting that under you. And Team 4 is under, I'm going to give Buttermoss the control here, so it's going under her. Okay, so that's the good guy order. Can't wait to put all the fucking bad guys on here. Just say kill. That's so cool. Yay.
Oh no.
And as a reminder, you have snakes that will go on your turn if you want to use them.
Snakes!
And have no parts of our soul attached, right? Ashwind?
The boy is actually an exact replica of the two-leg I once saw.
This is just
That's-
Apple or Ashwin just talking.
Just saying shit.
That's cool. Wait, like, was it a replica of him in terms of his psychic energy or like his appearance?
His appearance. That's exactly how a two-leg looks, what?
You're right. I'm sorry. I was just wanted to.
Well, fittingly, the boy goes first. Ashwin, what are you controlling the boy to do?
The boy heading up this front is going to roar and shake the trees, and an even louder sound will soon follow. Where is that thing that you sent for the gun? Is it in images? The gun! Roll
Yeah.
5d6.
You just roll a 1d6. The 5d6 is damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
Well, he
Aeon.
sends out a gunshot, but he doesn't hit anybody.
A
Warning
horrible
shot.
sound rings out through the forest, and then he's going to do a big, or no, he's gotta do a thingy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that. Don't forget.
He's going to pin the cat in front of him for 2 strength chips.
Pin the cat in front of him. Alright, we'll get this warrior down. We're gonna give him a name. He's gonna be Warrior 1. Save settings.
Warrior 1.
Does he have to wrestle first to pin?
So I don't. The cat has to pass a DC 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna make this guy roll.
Oh god, he's rolling.
Hits a 5.
Alright, yeah. He sees that big ass boy coming from a mile away, and he's like, oh! And tries to get away. Alright, I'm done.
Dusk Clover, I believe, is in the bathroom, so I will skip her turn for now.
More like pistol her.
I'm gonna, okay, Team Buttermoss, which is fitting because we've got the boy. Buttermoss, what's your plan here? How do you want to, you can instruct other people around you if you want, guys. You can also kind of share a turn here.
Raven Cry. Do you think you can do that evil thing that you did last time where the skeletons came out of the ground and like grabbed onto me? Like evil style?
Sure, but I assume you mean not yourself this time.
Yes, not myself, thank you. I meant towards Warrior 1 and Warrior.
Oh my god! Okay, she nods her head, and with barely a change in her, body language, bones rip out from the ground and start latching on to Warrior 2 and spring out around Warrior 1. Warrior 2 is pinned.
Woo! My trusty snake Marge and I will attack Warrior 2.
Alright, what are you gonna do? You gonna bite? You gonna swat? You gonna use a knack?
Good old swat and bite.
Good old swat.
Or
bite.
swat for me and bite for Snick. Strength plus SWAT first. And then to bite. Oh, wait, nope, that was the wrong thing. Hold on. He only has 3. So that would be actually
He has
slash
3 in
R
strength and 3 in
6d6. Alright, sorry about that.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna combine your damage together because he's got on bone armor. They all have bone armor on, and so he takes 3 points of damage because he deflects 4.
Oh.
Okay, Buttermoss, following you is your team. You directed Ravencry to do her work, and she did. Dapplepaw is going to kind of stand back a little bit. No one's hurt, so she's, everyone's doing good. I think at most she's probably like mixing, or like she hides into the bushes a little bit. Oops, I almost just moved the boy. The boy's on top of Dapplepaw. I'm going to move him. She kind of like moves a little bit to these bushes, and she starts kind of like mixing up poultices to prepare for any potential wounds. Next is Applethorn's turn.
Applethorn is going to cut around the action taking place here, and try to peek out of the brush at Opalstar. Psst. Hey, Opalstar. No, wait, Opalstar is not our guy. I take it back. I forgot I was thinking of a completely different cat. Oh, wait. I did just pick up a knack for this. Yes, okay, I revert to my original plan of creeping up behind Opalstar, but I don't try to get Opalstar's attention. Instead, I'm going to use my new knack, which is fear.
Oh shit.
Silently from behind Opalstar in the tree line, Applethorn reaches into his pouch and pulls out a little packet wrapped tightly of oak leaves, which are pretty. They're thick and kind of leathery, so the contents don't get on his paws as he exhales deeply and scatters them around the face and head of Opalstar. Your cat tosses out spores or dust of a hallucinogenic plant onto enemies. Quickly, they find themselves going mad with terror, screaming and running from things that aren't there. When the fear knack is used, enemies must make a DC 4 intelligence plus focus check to avoid succumbing to their delusion. If failed, they will run from the fight. If succeeded, they will face disadvantage on their skill checks. I'd like to actually build on this also. I think that it's not just any fear plant. He's tossing out powdered jimsonweed seed, which is what the settlers at Jamestown in early colonial America consumed that made them so fucking high and scared they thought they were in a social experiment and then died.
Jesus
Shit.
Christ. She's gonna go fucking nuts here. Okay, so what was that again? It was a what plus focus? Was
DC 4. They have to intelligence plus focus.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this for her. She does not pass. You throw these onto her, and Opalstar, who was, I suppose, the leader of Rain Clan. She kind of stands there, zombified in her strange, still state. And once this hits the air, her head does notably raise a little bit, and she starts kind of like whipping her head around as if, like, you ever seen cats on catnip where they're like just their heads are like they start getting into a crouch and their heads just start looking around everywhere, eyes wild, seeing things we can't see.
When Applethorn sees this, he's going to unleash a little bit of Blackwater that's still kind of locked up in his subconscious and speak in her voice and say, I'm coming to get you, Opalstar. You let me die. You betrayed me, and now your camp will fall. Everyone you know and love, everyone you worked so hard for, is gonna die. Man, I'm a ghost. Woo!
She just, a loud screeching yell rips from Opalstar, and she just fucking books it. They're gonna get me! They're gonna get me! No!
And Applethorn calls behind her in Blackwater's voice. And don't ever come back, because I'm gonna stay here. Don't check in. Don't come back. No. Ooh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna go. until she is no longer audible through the tree line.
I'm going to give Applethorn a fist bump.
Thank you. It's a special moment. Applethorn looks at Buttermoss, and the implication is clear. His eyes say, "You think that was good? Just imagine what we can do to upgrade the Buttermoss special."
Oh, Christ. Applethorn, you had used Blackflight's voice, and you had called after Opal Star and everything too. Ravencry, again, still standing still as if she's, hasn't lifted a muscle to make the. She could probably raise the dead in her sleep. She kind of she's just staring at Applethorn. She's not saying anything, she's just staring at him. We're gonna go back a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Stuff happens, man.
I did not realize that I was right after the boy. I think that we're gonna go right into the offensive. So I'm going to wait. My ears are doing the thing where I'm doing the hand signs. Like if I had hands, I'd be beating my chest and clapping and wiggling my fingers. But instead, I'm just doing that with my ears. It's very impressive and awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna have them fan out, and I will and we're going to first go on Little Fang and try to just take him out Black Ops style.
Can you roll a spirit plus stealth for me, and I will do the same for your team. I'll just do a joint roll.
That doesn't sound too promising.
You got 2, 4, 1, 5, 5. So you've got 3 successes. 1. So, what am I gonna do to you here?
It sounds like you're not gonna do anything because we're friends and you love me.
Right. We'll talk about it at Applebee's, I guess.
Oh man.
So, alright. I will say that you and your team successfully and quietly fan out. You wiggle your ears. Duskclover, might I add that you, I feel like Duskclover is a character that has expressed a lot of doubt about, herself and, her capability as, a leader and a warrior sometimes.
Uh-huh.
So, but, you feel really natural. I feel like there's, a brief moment that comes to you where you realize, wait, I'm doing it right now. I'm kind of kicking ass, right when...
She's locked in.
Yeah, she's locked in. When all of the, cats creep out around you, you realize, you feel kind of like a leader in this moment. But that distracts you for just a second. Because, unfortunately, some of your friends rolled a 1 as well. And in the midst of this mild celebration, Little Fang's back's completely turned to you. He's none the wiser. But, dun dun dun, I say...
Please say Warrior 1, don't say Bramblestar.
Warrior 3 walks into the med den.
I'm okay with that.
He walks inside the med den, and he makes eye contact with Oakpaw, and he is going to yowl.
Can I do a reaction?
You may.
And try to can I try to wrestle him before he can do that?
That counts as a defensive measure, yes. You'd have to do a contested roll with him.
Okay.
So he's gonna roll, you said a wrestle?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll have him roll wrestle as well.
That's strength plus wrestle, right?
Strength plus wrestle, yep. Whoop. Alright, he's gonna roll as well. Damn, you both have a lot of fucking dice in this. Jesus. Numbers. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. And he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1 short, so I think you got him.
I'm just gonna, okay, and I just have him in a chokehold.
Yeah, you just you basically just jumped him and put the knife to his throat and the hand over his mouth.
Okay, awesome.
But it's your paws, your fluffy big fucking paws.
Yeah, of
He
course.
struggles against you, and at this point, Little Fang turns around, and you could tell Duskclover that he is one of those cats that has the aura wrapped around him. He's kind of in that weird brainwashed zombie-like state.
Okay. I'm gonna hiss to Oakpaw, don't kill him. Try to knock him out.
with that, because your team rolled, I will
Yeah.
have it go to Darkstar.
Yeah, boy.
Dark.
Dark, dark,
Alright. Dark.
dark, dark. Okay,
Anyways, Darkstar's plan is to go straight to Bramblecunt, and hopefully Ashwin's team will be able to head off the now very alerted groups down here. Darkstar is basically going to leap down to Bramblestar's rock, and is going to try to have Crooked Tail and Tar Whiskers like join her, but like as backup.
Okay,
She doesn't want them engaging with him right away.
right.
And she wants Ratford to stay like a little bit out of the way. Like he's competent, he's great. He is not quite a fighter though. So yeah, she's going to jump down at Bramblecunt. Your time is over, Father. We are sick of your rule, and you will die today.
He is going to use Sharp-Eyed. Sharp-Eyed! He can either start at the beginning of your turn or immediately dodge your attack. He's going to instead take over the start of your turn, Darkstar.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
He
Oh, that's not very nice.
smiles upon seeing you, and he seems, I don't know, maybe, yes, surprised, but I suppose maybe not surprised that he's seeing you again, Darkstar, to some capacity. And he's like, Darkheart, I didn't know that we were having a family reunion. And he kind of like curls his lip a little bit, and he's like, that scar looks pretty ugly on you. Let's even it out, shall we? And he's going to swat at you.
Okay, let's see. I can swat back and take a little bit of damage, or I could try to like jump out of the way, correct?
So, this is a kind of recent update in the game book, but evasion, so you can jump, swat, wrestle, or chase, swim, climb, which is technically a running away.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to try to wrestle.
Okay, you have to roll higher than him. That's the only way that it will work. So,
Yep.
Roll your wrestle. I've got his roll prepared, but I'm gonna wait for you. Oof.
Oh, shit.
Fortunately, Darkstar, I imagine, you know, they kind of like epically lunge at each other as the fight really begins, and you go in to, you know, basically pummel and pin down this guy. Well, your father, who's very quick, he rakes down on the other side of your face, away from your scar. Not over your eye, but over your cheek. And you can feel the burn from it. Let me count up here, and I have to subtract because you have bone armor. So.
Mm-hmm. Can my snake bite him while he's attacking me or something?
You can roll bite for your snake. 3 points of damage.
Shit. It's okay. Snaky snake will come in. Snake!
Snake does. He has one, and he has 2 successes. Unfortunately, the snake does not do any damage to Bramblestar, but you feel good that your snake tried to help you.
Is there anything else I can do, or is that it for
You
me?
can direct your team to do something.
Then I'm going to have Crooked Tail come in and... does she have Pummel by any chance?
Yeah, sure. She'll have pummel.
She will try to pummel. Your cat bats at the enemy with their strong paws. Pummel knocks cats off focus, confuses their senses, and acts as a multi-attack, allowing your cat to punch an opponent twice. You can use any attack skill or knack twice.
Okay, I will have her swat him twice. He only takes 2 points of damage, but hey, Crooked Tail came in to your side. She's a homie.
Yo.
She came in and she went BAM! To be fair, she hit him pretty hard the first time, and it just like scraped against the bones against his body.
Man. Okay. Let's see. And you said that the other one is like a spirit type?
Yeah, he's sneaky.
Okay, I'm not super familiar with spirit knacks. let's give him a shot to try to do a bite or a chomp or something. And I just want Ratford to hang back and get the ointment ready because this is not going well for us.
Well, Tar Whiskers, if he was a player, would get a fail point, so he did not do too well. Okay, Ashwind, it's you.
I'm gonna run over to where they are, and oh wait, no, I'm gonna run like right here. And can I roll to like help Dark Cunt?
Help her. How do you want to help her?
Like I'm just gonna start yelling, go for. There's a scar right behind his right leg, or his top right, or his front right leg that gives him pain every now and then. Hit him there. So, a ponder intelligence roll.
You know what? I'll say that I will say that with that information, because you would know that because you're gay.
We've explored each other's bodies.
Yeah. Dark Star. Write this down somewhere if you have to. On your next roll, you get to use SWAT or bite with advantage.
Oh, my team? And that's these 4 chuckle fucks up here?
Yep, this is the squad.
So
Shit.
they all fighty guys?
Basically, yeah, they're all fighty guys.
Alright, I'm gonna have them all go down here
Alright.
to try and form like a blockade to prevent these warriors or prevent these guys from going. And I'm gonna say Shimmer Paw and Golden Paw will attack this warrior, and then the other 2 will 1v1.
Alright. Intense.
The boy!
The boy!
The boy is going to take a shoot at Bramble Star.
He's gonna take a shoot at Bramble Star. 6!
Oh shit!
Okay, roll 5d6. Roll 5d6 for damage. You gotta roll damage, and then you get a +2, like just a +2 to whatever you roll. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh my god!
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that to happen that fast, but like, hey, you know, like, y'all have the gun, so. Wait, you have to use the gun sound effect.
Oh, well, fuck.
There you go. So, oh wait, shit! I have to subtract some of that. Never mind. Maybe the music doesn't stop.
Not good music.
Hold on, I need to like subtract from it because of his armor. Okay, he only took 2 damage from that.
Oh, what?
I was like,
What?
holy fuck, do I have to get into it first?
Did you count?
I did.
Did you count the
Yep,
+2?
I did.
Okay.
There's no way the armor is holding up after that shit.
It still helped. It didn't fully deflect the bullet, don't get me wrong, he just got shot. I'll say, you know what? Because he rolled a 6, and that's really fucking cool, I'm gonna say that Bramble Star is prone, which means he can't, his turn is skipped.
Based.
So there's that. Oh, speaking of, let me put him in the turn order. Dusk Lover! It's you, girl. You just heard another loud gunshot. Live, laugh, love.
It throws me on my groove every single time. Okay, so let's see. Oakpaw is in the midst of knocking Little Fang out, correct?
Yes, he's going in at your order, and he's going to try, let me roll for him, to stealthily take out Little Fang.
Can I give him like a +5, like, cause I'm like telling him what to do?
Why don't you roll a
Like a
spirit,
+10
spirit
maybe?
plus speech. See if you inspire him to do a little bit better.
That's fine. I think I'd prefer the flat +10, but okay, that's fine.
What +10, bitch? What kind of shit is Dusklover putting on him?
I don't know.
She gave him crack or something.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
But we already did that to Buttermoss, and we knew she became invincible after that, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're not the drug dealer, okay?
Whatever, man. I don't even care. I'm gonna say, okay, now don't, like, you know, sheath your claws, but just make sure you hit him hard enough to knock him out. Maybe even headbutt him. I don't know.
Oakpaw charges in, knocks skulls with Little Fang, who is a scrawny small thing to begin with.
Can we get a big boom?
Someone press
Boom!
or just say it out loud.
Oh, wait. Sorry, wrong one.
There you go.
Thank you.
And Oakpaw,
Thank you, chat.
Oakpaw rolled well, but he also rolled 2 ones. he knocks skulls with Littlefang. Littlefang falls on his ass, basically, and Oakpaw also falls on his ass.
Okay.
They both have concussions.
You can hear like their skulls go clunk together. Oakpaw is prone, but he's okay, and Littlefang is also prone.
Quick side note: anybody with siblings ever try to like hit their head with your head as hard as humanly possible?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So it's not just me. Colin's the weird one.
Oh my god.
Colin doesn't try to maim other children
never-
with his own skull.
What the
He
hell?
never tried that.
Loser.
Anyway.
Anyway.
And then I'm going to I'm gonna try to kill Warrior 3.
All right, how you gonna try and kill his ass?
I'm gonna swat him with my metal claws.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. We've got the bone armor again, which means he takes only 2 points of damage. I know it's bullshit, but you guys have it too.
Fair enough.
Boink.
Fair
That's
enough.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. Buttermoss. Well, baby.
I would like to continue swatting and biting.
Okay.
Pretty please.
Which do you prefer?
Oh,
Biting or swatting?
swat for Buttermoss and bite for Snick. Marge.
All right, do it. Roll it.
All right. First for swat.
For what?
66. And then for
Nice roll.
Marge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
66.
So Warrior 2 is dead.
Yeah!
Yay!
Buttermoss continues to be the deadliest thing in the forest.
Speaking of, let me roll really quickly for Ravencry's bone grabbing that she's doing to Warrior 1 right quick.
Awesome, thank you, Ravencry. So cool.
Okay, he takes 3 damage.
I
With your
killed this
snake.
guy, Applethorn.
Yeah, Applethorn says, "Hell yeah, brother!" And he and Buttermoss do their handshake, which Katie and I are actually performing right now. You guys can't see it, but
Yeah.
Buttermoss, after you kill this guy, Ravencry is going to, while standing there after, like, the bones coming out of the ground are, like, just trying to grind this guy to a pulp, she takes a step forward and, like, her body turns to smoke, and she just fucking, like, you could see, like, her shadow slide across the ground, and she goes poof right the way all the way up here to help Rainpaw.
what the fuck?
Hi, Ravencry.
Oh my
Applethorn,
god.
it's your turn.
Applethorn says, "What, the white cough? That was the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen. How did she do that? No, seriously, time out. How did she... What?" And his snake Danny is gonna coil protectively around him. So Applethorn's fighting move now. He's not using the snake for offense, but he is gonna have the snake facing behind him for defense.
Okay.
So draw whatever little squiggly lines you want. Applethorn is then going to fling himself out of the brush onto Warrior 1 and bite him for all he's worth.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do a little bite. Strength plus bite.
I would love to do that, because that's going to be 8d6.
Yummy.
I may have done some upgrades.
Alright, let's see. 4, 3, 3, 6, 4, 2, 4s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, that's only. Wait! No,
Wait.
because it's bite, so therefore, with every extra success, it's 2 points of harm. So let me recount this. Hold on. You killed him. Let's go.
Okay, this is probably like the 3rd time Applethorn. No, that's not true. He killed a lot. He's no longer emotionally involved in this. He's like, yeah, I just killed somebody. What of it? And then he and Buttermoss do the little, like a quick nay-nay about it as well. I think I would like to consider getting some movement done. And I think I'm going to circle. I'm going to start moving down towards where Ravencry and Mean Fang and everyone is down at the bottom right of the southwestern point.
Do you want to sneak through the bushes?
I think that would probably be for the better.
Alright, you could do a spirit plus sneak.
I would love to do that. Thank you. I'm always so excited to do sneak, and then I remember I purposefully put no points into sneak, and I think maybe I could have done this better. But luckily, there's some movement.
3 successes. I'll say you have the benefit of a lot of like chaos happening over here. I mean, cats have just like it is like a full line of like clashing teeth and claw at this point. They've just run up and started beating the shit out of everybody. Ravencry, has summoned more bones. I'm gonna say she summoned more about Warrior 6 to help Rainpaw out. Some people are looking like they're getting injured on both sides, but they do not seem to identify you, Applethorn, at the very least.
Very good.
Okay. Darkstar. Alright, so that motherfucker just got shot.
Yes, he did,
so-
which is crazy. Your ears are ringing.
Yeah, beside all of us in the proximity having tinnitus now.
It's blinking hard.
So, is his armor damaged at all after getting shot?
And I need you to make a intelligence plus focus roll for me.
Oh. She's not great at that one.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. That's pretty good. But 1. So yes, his armor is damaged. It looks like he was shot in his basically near his rib cage. So the rib cage of the bones around him have splintered and cracked. Shards of them had sparked off on his right side.
Sweet. I want my snake and crooked tail to try to take advantage of the crack in his armor while he's prone and just try to peel that shit out as much as they can to weaken it further, because his armor's pissing me off and Darkstar really wants to tear him apart. Darkstar is going to try to bite his fucking leg right where Ashwin told her to.
Yay.
She's gonna try to do that. It's more of an intelligence thing. A snake is unfortunately not very smart.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep Crooked Tail, and since it's an intelligence thing, I'll have Tar Whiskers also. They're going to try to peel him out of his armor. While those two are trying to get in his armor, Darkstar is going to try to sink her teeth into where his little weak point is by his leg.
Right,
and
advantage.
Right, this is not the first time she's tried to rip someone's fucking leg off, and it worked well last time, so she's gonna go for it again.
Good job, Tar Whiskers. Smiley face.
We love Tar Whiskers here. We're not going to Reddit. Okay.
True. Type shit.
Fuck Reddit.
Fuck Reddit.
We are not going to Reddit, is what I say in the mirror every morning.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Affirmations.
For Lent, I'm going to Reddit so I can really remind myself what it means to suffer.
Alright, you tug, and I mean, everyone is just fucking pummeling this guy at this point. It's kind of what it feels like. We're all just kicking him while he's down. And you feel the muscle rip and tear, and you could hear you could just hear it fucking tug apart, and it comes loose.
Oh my god.
Your jaws, his leg rips off, and there's fucking blood everywhere. You know that Bramblestar is a goner at this point.
Well, he would be if he had normal blood.
Tar Whiskers and Crooked Tail, they kind of step back for a moment, and Tar Whiskers starts saying, "He's dead. Darkstar, he's dead!"
She's still got just a wildness in her eyes. She's probably still beating him, because she doesn't really trust that he's dead. And even if he is, he deserves it.
Work.
And, I'm gonna imagine, Tar Whiskers starts kind of, shouting this because he's trying to, defeat the morale of Bramblestar's army, you know? He's, proclaiming that their leader is dead. And in the midst of all this, there is this hollow, gross wet laugh that comes from Bramblestar's throat.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm growing very tired of this. And his body, his bones, start to crack.
Oh no.
You can
Oh.
watch
Yeah.
the deformation happening under his skin. The familiar black ooze replaces the red flooding from where his leg once was, and a twisting black muscly arm with large bony claws rips out. I'm gonna put up the sensor because he has a new token, and I'm gonna cliffhanger us there so we can go to Applebee's.
Oh.
Let me get him.
Oh,
Let me get him. He's
I'm so scared.
He's so big. Wait. You guys are like all on top of me. He's so big. Okay, hold on. He's
What
fucking
help?
huge.
Oh no!
Hey, yo.
And hold
You know
on.
he's a laser attack?
Hold on. Once he splits open like that, the dark forest cats that you guys have been fighting, they all start twitching and convulsing as well. There's a clear fear in their eyes, like they don't know what's happening to them. And their bodies fucking explode like
Based.
lumberjacks.
No.
But they turn into these oozing creatures made of black ooze and bone. Very similar to him. I'm replacing all of them.
Sludge cat?
And I'm
Yeah,
uncensoring it so the viewers
no.
can see.
Oh god.
No.
This is great, guys.
Hey, on the bright side, Darkstar has 3 lives left now.
That's where we're gonna stop it.
Wow.
Ashwin's hard.
Did you say what? Oh my
No! Cut it
god.
there.
Oh, good lord.
I think that we should find the boy, like, a girlfriend in the next episode.
A girl, yeah, we should make a really we should make a really
This
feminized
scares me.
version of the boy.
Oh my
The
god.
girl, perhaps.
Wait. Hold on.
One with boobs and eyelashes, preferably.
Her name is
Obviously.
the boy, you bitch.
Hey girl, I mean they.
Do you guys want to get ready to go to Applebee's now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Bye.
Applebee's time.
Bye.
See you guys
Cool.
later.
So thank you all for watching. I'm sorry if the audio is a little weird. I got a new mic, and me and my mom fucking finangled and destroyed the other computer they use to record audio so that I could use my new mixer, which I deeply appreciate, and I think my mic sounds pretty nice, so I'm happy about it. But, yeah, that was a whole fucking thing to figure out. So, have a nice night. Enjoy yourselves. Sorry if that episode was short, but I promise that the next one will probably be long. Goodbye.